Whether you're a fanatic fitness enthusiast or
a serious suit and tie guy,
the Shokz OpenRun Pro 2 offers the best of both worlds.
Namaste, we're DHRME.
Doing hip reviews most enthusiastically. All right, here we go.
All right, this isn't exactly a hip review, but a sponsored video. So keep that in mind as we warm up with
design and build. If you're a fan of rock hard abs, then the Shokz got those. Check out this hard shell case. There's even a compartment for a cable and the headphones. And what an upgrade from the previous model, USB-C charging. The EU would be proud. No more proprietary cables. And once you've warmed it up, it's time to test the stamina of the Shokz. 11.5, that's how many hours we got in terms of battery life. Not very different from the 12 hours advertised. Our workouts usually last around 10 hours, so these should be plenty. There's also quick charge though. 5 minutes gets you to 2.5 hours of playback. Decent. And if you're drenched in the rain or in sweat, you'll be fine. And so will the Shokz. They're IP55 dust and water resistant. Although the new model is 1 gram heavier than its predecessor, it's pure muscle. There are 2 more speakers added to the earpieces. You're getting the best of both worlds with bone and air conduction speakers. We'll get to sound in a bit, but let's talk buttons. That's right, you get good old reliable buttons. No touchy business. A button for play pause on the left side and volume up and down on the right, with the volume down doubling as a power button. And since we're not all made equal, you can get the OpenRun Pro 2 in 2 sizes, standard and mini.
What did you say?
I said check out the microphones on these as Rohan shares his popsicles, icicles, and tests.
OpenRun Pro 2 in noisy conditions. Let's see if you can hear my voice. Pop, popsicle, ice, icicle, testing. 1, 2, 3. 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 That's a Shokz OpenRun Pro 2 in noisy conditions. This is the Shokz OpenRun Pro 2 in breezy conditions. And we're gonna go a bit further as well. Pop, popsicle, ice, icicle, testing. 1, 2, 3. Pop, popsicle, ice, icicle, testing. 1, 2, 3. So now, even stronger winds. Let's go. Pop, popsicle, ice, icicle, testing. 1, 2, 3. Pop, popsicle, icicle, testing. 1, 2, 3.
What do you guys think of the phone calls? Our conclusion, incredible mics, guys. You heard a bit of the wind, but as long as Rohan was talking clearly, there were no issues. Barely any car noise in the background too. This seems like a serious upgrade from the OpenRun Pro. And if you're a fuckman like me, then you'll likely use these for calls at home and at the office. You can change volume straight on the headphones, and you can even mute the mic. It takes a bit of getting used to, but you can mute by pressing down on both the volume up and volume down buttons at the same time. And when you're not lost in your Teams calls or your leg day, you can hop into the Shokz app for some tweaking. In the app, you can change a couple of things like the EQ, you can update the firmware, but there's also multi-point support, so you can actually stay connected to 2 devices at the same time. And there's even a device list in the app to be able to see which device it's connected to. All right, Rohan, I need a break. This has been a lot of hard work. Let's talk about sound. Here you go.
You need a break?
Yeah.
All right, so the special thing about these is the best of both worlds, right? So you get bone conduction as well as air conduction for different frequencies. You also get 4 EQ presets versus 2 on the OpenRun Pro to tweak the sound to your liking. Now, it sounds much better than the OpenRun Pro to my ear. It's clear and balanced sound, and there's no distortion at higher volumes either. The OpenRun, it does have much more vibration at higher volumes, but I understand why, because it doesn't use any air conduction, just bone conduction. So overall, in terms of the sound quality, I'm pretty happy with the OpenRun Pro 2 compared to the first generation. They've really put those two drivers, bone and air conduction, to good use, and it's not just a gimmick for marketing.
All right, Ron, time for the conclusion. What do we think of the OpenRun Pro 2?
All right, let's start with the price. It is 199 euros or $180. It has both air conduction and bone conduction, as we said. And do you think it's a significant upgrade?
Well, Type-C charging. Enough said, you know, I mean, we're in Europe. The EU has spoken. No, but seriously, you know, Type-C cables, they're lying everywhere. It's, for me, very convenient, right? Don't need to look for a specific magnetic charger. So I think that's good. What about sound?
Yeah, I think, as I said, significant upgrade. It's definitely a big upgrade across the board. And the USB Type-C charging, it does not affect the IP rating as well, which is great to see. So overall, win, win, win. So guys, this video was sponsored by Shokz. A big thanks to them for helping us and helping out the channel. All disclosures, as always, for every video we've made are available in the description. And of course, we would be remiss if we did not thank you guys, all our viewers, but especially our lovely patrons and YouTube members. Thank you so much for your support, financial and otherwise. And a big shout out to our Fuck Mon tier members and patrons, Gamma Panda and Paula. You guys are amazing.
Your bones have been conducting air.
And we've been DHRME.
Dewey.
What did you say?
I said check out the microphones on these as Rowan shares his popsicles, icicles, and testing the size of his samples. And what an upgrade from the previous model. USB-C charging. The EU would be proud. No stamina. 11.5. That's how many hours we got in terms of battery life. Not very different from the 12 hours advertised. Our workouts usually last around... Whether you're a fanatic fitness enthusiast, it takes a bit of getting used to, but you can mute by pressing down on both the volume up and volume button. It takes a...
Air conduction, just bone conduction. So, should I say it kind of... No, right?
I wouldn't.
So overall, in terms of the...
And the headphones. There's even a compartment for a cable and the headphones. Yeah. So now you start squatting till 12.
Oh, okay.
Yeah? Okay.